This is the key position for the on-off switch for the JVA Z Energizer. You've either got a key switch on the face of the Energizer or on the side of the Energizer. This is what the JVA Z range Energizer's key looks like. When you turn it on or off, just insert it gently and don't turn too hard on the key. It is pretty fragile. It is a small key and a small lock. Put your ear against the Energizer to listen for a click. If there is no click, the Energizer is off. This is a very, very old fence here. As you can see, this is a problem here. This line is sitting against the steel post. This will set your fence in alarm. If you want to test and see whether your bobbins are okay or not, just do this. You see this bobbin here? This bobbin has got a crack in it. I will show you where the crack is, but you can take these bobbins off and put new bobbins on. All you have to do is click it back into the insulator. This is the round bar bobbin. These bobbins are found on round bar posts. The posts are 10mm steel. The heat and the cold, metal shrinks and expands, and it tends to crack these bobbins when they start getting stale. This bobbin is very, very old. Over here, I just want to show you what has happened. If you look at the bobbin, let me turn it this way, then I can see as well. You've got a little clip here. And when we put the electric fencing into these bobbins, we put the electric fence through that clip and it holds the wire in. And what happens is with it perishing and the bobbin getting old, these clips tend to perish and they snap, and this is what happens when your wire comes out. What happens is the wire will come out and it will sit in the steel post, and that will set your fence into alarm. It will also take all the power off your electric fencing. So you can take these off by just sliding them off your electric fencing. Over here we've got a flat bar bobbin. It's called a nylon, and this bobbin you can put onto your round bar by pushing it from the top. You push it through this 10mm hole like that, and you can position it position them and put them at 100mm spaces. Nice thing about this bobbin is as well is when you put your wire in, because your wire is in strand form, you just push the wire in, twist it, and it sits in the bobbin like that, and it holds it nicely. These bobbins will last you the lifetime of your fence. This is now the bracket where we've replaced all the round bobbins with the nylons. That's what it looks like. It looks neat. It will last you the lifetime of your fence. As you can see, the only thing that has happened here is a palm frond fell on the fence and it ripped it out of the bracket out of the wall. This is a minor repair. We're just securing the holes with an extra bit of plastic there so that we can put the screw back in again. Palm fronds are very, very heavy. They fall on that fence and they rip it apart. You can see up here, they did already, but they're heavy, eh?
Yeah, that's one.
Garth, I need to ask you something. Have you got a certificate of compliance for this fence?
Have you got one?
A certificate of compliance. Did I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might have been done. Certificate of compliance, every 2 years you have to renew it.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary. As you can see, this is the bracket that was repaired now. It was all a minor issue. You can see here, the screws are back in the wall. Unfortunately, this whole pillar is cracking because of the reinforcing that is rusting. Okay, looking at this branch here, you can see it's got a dead leaf, and that top leaf is also partially dead. I'm just walking down here to show you that this branch is actually quite long. When the wind blows, these branches sway quite a distance, and with that branch sitting on the fence and touching it, it's taking the power off the electric fencing. The power goes into the plant and into the ground, and it drops the power on your electric fence itself. It drops the voltage. This is a minor repair. Doing this entire fence, you need an average of maybe 20-30 bobbins and maybe 5 springs and your fence will be repaired. This fence here had a tree fall on it. If you look at the damage that was caused to this fence, it's considered as minor. As you can see here, the tree fell on the fence here. It pulled it down. These are minor repairs. You got a couple of springs to replace, and that's about it, and then tension your wires again. It looks worse than it is because the fence basically carries itself from side to side. You can see the springs are stretched. This fence only needs 3 springs on this side, and it needs to be tensioned. It's not a lot of work. As you can see, the clips on this bobbin has broken off, so you can't clip the wire into the bobbin anymore. You have to replace this bobbin. Also keep your bobbins clean. That bobbin is broken. You can't clip the fence into that bobbin. And this one you cannot clip the fence into the bobbin either. And that one, as you can see there. This cable came loose. This guy's fence is not working because there's absolutely no continuity running in the fence and actually linking it. I put HD cable in your kit. As you can see, the HD cable is not in good condition. It's really bad. We're going to replace the HD cable from the gate through to the fence. I'm just showing you how to join your HD cable. You can see we stripped the HD cable here. It's got 2 layers of plastic on it. It's well insulated. This is copper. Copper tends to corrode very quickly. So what we are doing now is we're just wrapping this around the electric fence strand, around the stainless steel strand, like that. And then what we do is we take Prestick. I normally take Prestick. I recommend you take Prestick and cover all your joints, so that you know you got no corrosion taking place on your fence. This is what the joint looks like. It will go grey and dark grey, and eventually it just blends into the background. And then from here you can see my wire, and you connect it up to wherever you took the other wire from. You connect it up to the other side of on the fence. These are your undergate cables. You only need 3 cables coming from one side to the other. If you take this is your undergate cable, it runs through and it comes back up this side. There's 3 cables coming out of the conduit, and they go onto the fence. It's just a continuation of your fence. Go from one side of the gate to the other side. To see if you've got any undergate problems, put your ear against the conduit with a black HD cable running through it and listen for a click. If you've got a click inside there, it's best just to call out a technician to come and help you. This is an underground cable arcing inside the conduit. I've got to open the ground here. This is the HD cable for the gate, and then you've got an electrical cable that's running through here in the same conduit, and you've got your comms cable running through the conduit. It is illegal to do it. As you can see here, this pipe goes down here. That cable goes through, up into the gate motors. The snake is burning and the fence is arcing. That's also burnt over here. So if your fence goes into alarm, you can also look for animal life. If you see a snake on your electric fencing, do not take the snake off without switching off the fence, because it will shock you. There's a gecko on the fence. This will take the power off your fence altogether. So please like, share, maybe comment on the videos, subscribe to them. Let people get to know these videos. I actually go into great detail and tell you about your electric fencing. It doesn't help for me to just give you a little video on how to do something and you don't understand it. These are just photographs of fences that are in alarm, and the causes of it are normally bushes, trees that sit against the electric fencing, or the wind blowing signs and twisting the fence itself because the fence isn't taut enough. This is a spark on an electric fence. This is a nylon bobbin. If you look at it closely, you'll see there's like a flame behind the bobbin coming through the bobbin. It looks like nothing. It might make a small sound, like a small click sound. It's not very good for the fence. This can take the power off your electric fencing as well. Replace this bobbin. If a bobbin breaks or a wire snaps on the electric fencing that runs over the sliding gate, the wire might get entangled in the gate rollers or catch onto the gate portal and bring the gate to a stop. This, you can see, this is a freestanding fence. This fence is very, very old. The bobbins are perished, and this happens from sitting in the sun all day. Look at that bottom, I can just break it. These bobbins all need to be replaced. If it rains, the water sits in here, it sits in the little cracks, and it makes contact between the insulated wire and the earth wire, which is on the post. In this case, if it rains, there will be no power on the insulated wire, and the power will run into the ground. Not bad, not bad. You can actually feel that the fence is quite tight. You just don't want a washing line effect on your fence. Walking your electric fence, as you can see, there's a lot of vegetation at the bottom of this electric fencing. Please keep any vegetation away from your fencing. Electric fencing and vegetation are not friends. What I'm doing is I'm now showing you what to do. You make yourself a cup of coffee. You can have a cigarette. I don't know if you smoke or not, but you can take a casual walk. Just relax. Look at your fence. Inspect your fence. Go through your fence. Check everything. Then walk to your next one. Favorite one. Same thing. Just have a look. See what's going on. See that everything is all right on your fence. And then this is all you have to do. Is just take a casual walk and look at your fence. These wires are pulled out of the bobbins. This fence is definitely not working. This is actually a minor repair on the fence itself, but it's a big job clearing the bush. This palm leaf has fallen on the fence. This guy is not looking after his fence. Here he's got his fence running through the bush. As you can see here, his fence is running here. The fence still looks pretty good. All he has to do is clear the bush, and his fence will probably be up and running again. If you found this valuable, give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and stay updated.